in Dallas, home to the SMU Mustangs. As we'll see a team looking for its first win, the Missouri State Bears, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the SMU Mustangs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Bears will get us started with the opening kickoff. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the SMU Mustangs offense will get the first possession of the game. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
And the Mustangs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Using his legs, it's Harden. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again.
Turning it on! All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
The Mustangs with the 1st and 10. He's got him in the flat. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I'll tell you what, really good job by the defense, having vision on the quarterback. And as soon as he threw that football, man, they broke on the football right away, didn't waste time, and got the running back on the ground for no gain.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those 3rd downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. Hold. That penalty cost him a 3rd down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. To the air, it's Jennings. With the catch, it's Johnson. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And the Mustangs will try to pin them back with the punt. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. The Bears offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. The matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes you back. Big-time running back going right into the face of a tackling machine at linebacker, David.
Yeah, and we're going to see this individual battle a lot, not just in pass coverage when they match up, but just meeting in holes. And who's going to win when they go head-to-head? That will be a...
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that side.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. Punt is on its way. He'll take it on the return. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the 1st down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Pressure coming. Trying to get rid of it. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming, and there it is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense gets set for 2nd down.
42 Spider.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Back to throw, it's Jennings. Makes the catch, it's Knight. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Trying to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
The option look. Now the pitch. Runs through a tackle. Couldn't quite get it into the end zone as he's run out of bounds at the 7.
Positive plays. That's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that, and the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out when no one's accounting for the pitch, man, you'll take that all day long. They don't get the 1st down, but why would you stop running option after a play like that?
Sets up the screen. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
And listen, that's not a surprise. Obviously, they want to throw the football on 3rd down to try to get a 1st down, but it got absolutely nowhere. Great job by the defense, rallying up and actually getting a tackle for a loss.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Got it! How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? And the Bears buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on 1st down. The give to the tailback. There he goes. Picks up the 1st down. He's at the 50. The 30. At the 20. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Missouri State.
What a big-time run. He's still running. Over 90 yards. That's one of those when you're running to the end zone, you're looking behind you, you're looking on the Jumbotron to see if anybody's going to catch it, and nobody's going to catch him on that huge touchdown run.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Caught behind the line, it's Johnson. And they pick up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. The Mustangs moving quickly to the line.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D-linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Scanning the field, it's Jennings. Quickly complete. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Now they'll run the draw. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. We've come to the end of the period. It's Missouri State holding the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44. And the Mustangs have this offense rolling. Looking to throw on first down. And the running back made the catch along the sidelines, but he drifted out of bounds. It'll be incomplete.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down.
Great job by the defense here rallying to this wide receiver and making the tackle. He is dangerous. They don't want to let this receiver get behind them, but they know that when he makes catches, they better rally quickly and get this guy on the ground. He is fast.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Now the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Got his man on the right. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence and a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
And a nice job by the offense picking up the blitz, understanding that extra guy was coming, and creating just a little bit of a hole for that running back to slither through and get some positive.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Mustangs! That touchdown was a clinic in keeping your offense on the field and wearing the other defense out.
Sometimes your best defense is your own offense, being able to stay on the field. You're absolutely right, Reese. That was a clinic. Running the ball, playing at great rhythm and pace, QB making good, smart decisions, and not shooting yourselves in the foot. No penalties, no turnovers. It doesn't get any better than that last drive.
So here comes the Missouri State offense. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Here's the handoff. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Quarterback adapted. They wrap him up. He tried to get back to the line of scrimmage, but he's stopped in the backfield. The Bears send out the punt unit. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Hauls it in and looking upfield. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it, and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. They'll run the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Goes to the option. Quick toss. Breaks into the open.
Hey, what a great decision by the quarterback. Like, it's such a timing and art when you run this option. Like, you want to get those guys to collapse on you like he does and get that pitch man open. And then you see now he has space to run down the field and make the big play.
Off play action on 1st down. Lets it fly. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
Looking for space. It's Harden. Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35. After the last run, would you just give it to him again on 3rd down? Let's go! Looking to throw, it's Jennings. Grab near the marker, it's Knight. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Wide out trying to get it in. And he'll go out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they've got it right on the doorstep. They use those back-to-back explosives to set him up 1st and goal. Go straight ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, SMU.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, he put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here comes the Bear offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. The give to the single back. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. And the Bears with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fakes the grab. He'll get it out to the 43-yard line. That's where they mark him out of bounds, and this offense is starting to do a little work. The Bears with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Gonna run it. It's Joyner. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. Takes a hit as he fires. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. And the Bears will call on their punt team. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They took their time out of the gate, but now starting to try to take control of this game on offense here in the second quarter, Jesse.
Yeah, and they're playing good complementary football up to this point, but this is a huge opportunity, David, for them to really create some momentum.
Well, and the defense did such a good job keeping them in the game early. Now, holding down their end. Now get the offense rolling, put up some points on the scoreboard, and then you could really get dangerous in this ball game.
He'll toss it. Nice move there. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk gain. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, and make plays too.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Jennings. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Mustangs will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. So here comes the Missouri State offense. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Gets it out fast. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. To the air on 2nd down. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
The Bears come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They want to throw it. Flips it out on the screen. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They bring the punter onto the field now. They'll have to punt for the 4th time today. All the way back to the 15. He's got great speed. Touchdown Mustangs! Special teams coming through, the 3rd aspect of the game, delivering big time. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make a miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. He'll pull it on the read. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Turning it on! And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Bears, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Under fire. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. and they can't make the connection.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You got to have better timing to complete that throw. They just didn't have it there.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Looking down the middle. That's reeled in. It's Joyner. Brought down at the 31. It is a first down. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Bears have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. And the Bears had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Gonna run it. It's Joyner. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. On 2nd down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. And that is no good. And after the miss, it's still a 14-point game. So the offense has done its job. They have the lead, and they'll secure it as we head to halftime. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, 2 quarters down, and I've got to say, this has been a fun watch so far in Dallas. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. 2 workhorse running backs who just kept pounding the rock behind offensive lines who look less like college kids and more like bulldozers. Call it ground and pound, call it pin and pummel. Both sides have been dominant, and I'm curious to see if either defense can make an adjustment.
Okay, guys, the Bears offense comes onto the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the 3rd quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Bears will punt it away on 4th down. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Looking downfield, it's Jennings. Snagged in the middle, it's Burke. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. And the Mustangs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Hand off to the fullback. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
The snap sets up to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Johnson. Oh, he's got some space. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. His offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Looking downfield on 1st down. Right on the money. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. That's not the way you'd like to start this set of downs. It's now 1st and 20. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. He'll try to pop the draw, finding an escape route. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And there they go again, another huge gain on the ground. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Mustangs are marching down the field. Back to throw, it's Jennings. Unloads to the right. He's got it. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, SMU! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Vanderbilt is down big on the scoreboard, and for a program that traditionally struggles to score, I think we know where this one is headed. They're trailing by 31 to Alabama. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
Man, those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
Pulls it and fires to the left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Here's a heat. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football. And the Bears will punt this one away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The play-action fake. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
You know good and well the quarterback wanted to push the ball down the field, wanted to throw for the first down, couldn't do it because the defense had taken it away. He did the right thing, didn't turn it over, dumped it off to his running back. His running back got some positive yards, but guess what? Now it's decision time. It's 4th down.
So here comes the Missouri State offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. To the air on 1st down. Got his man. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Bears can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The quick out. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers. that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback D going the other direction.
Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Lots of running room. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42. And the Bears are on the move. Use the play fake, now to throw. Here comes the heat. Got his man downfield. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Bears will line it up on 1st and 10.
Get set, get set.
Takes the handoff. It's Avant. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And the Bears kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. From the gun, running back on the move. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Well, after ripping off a big-time run on his opening carry, a negative play this time around, and this is going to be key. They're going to keep giving him the ball, and they need him to have more positive plays than negative ones if they're going to win.
The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Missouri State.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone, because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on games.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Their lead down to 2 touchdowns as they go back to work on this drive. Handoff to the single running back. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Might as well stick with him. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on that RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs to hold on to and then throw downfield.
To the air, it's Jennings. Got his man in the middle. There he goes. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Here's the pressure. They get to him as he throws. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Off play action. Bringing the heat. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
He stopped short of the sticks. They tried to pick it up with a screen, but they'll be facing a 4th down. So at this point, I expected them to go for it here. Instead, here comes the field goal unit. It's good. They cut into that lead. It's now 28-17.
Well, they're able to get a field goal and put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You would have liked to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession and give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can get it.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That is incredibly frustrating for coaches and fans. You have that huge play, and the penalty takes it away. The give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Dropping back, it's Jennings. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a 1st down at the 22. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Got enough for the 1st. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
And the Mustangs are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, the running back has it. Brings into the open. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a 1st down. The Mustangs pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's complete on the right side. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Hauls it in. Across the 25, he's got room. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Mustangs. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
So here comes the Bear offense. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you got to cut into this deficit.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. The Bears line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Slips through the line. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
And wait just a second, the official's going to take a second look at this one. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. And the Mustangs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Give to the back. Breaks the tackle. Turning it on. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Offense threatening, 1st and 10 from the 31. Use the play fake, now to throw. Oh, they're after him. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to throw. It's Jennings. A little screen to the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And you got to be careful on offense when you're dialing up the screens. You want to do them on obvious passing situations. When you're anticipating the DNs really racing up the field, they didn't have it set up that time.
He stopped right at the 29-yard line, and it'll be 4th down. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. Field goal is good. And now the lead is even bigger. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we're looking pretty good.
Running backs on either side of the quarterback. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit, and they're still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
With the 1st down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got a man. It's Avant. Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. And the Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. It's complete to the left. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Lost to fire on second down. Makes the catch. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. They'll go to the air. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Missouri State. Fitted in the window for the score.
And I absolutely love this play call. You still got a little bit of space while you're not too close to the goal line where you can run your big tight end right up the middle of the field, run the post route, throw it up to him, let him do the rest, and get the touchdown.
They're on it. They recover the onside kick, and they get it right back.
Let's get weird. This is exactly what they needed. They needed something to happen. Down 2 possessions, fourth quarter, got to make it happen. Onside kick team comes through.
He's got his man across the middle. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Under fire. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Backed up now, here's second and long. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They'll run play action. Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a third and long. Looking to throw. Fires to the middle. Finds the big tight end. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
That's a first down for the offense.
Check.
Wants to throw it. Big fella moving. Give him 6. Touchdown, Bears!
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they draw a little closer. That last drive covered 52 yards on their way to the score. They got one of the touchdowns they needed, and they'll try to get the ball back right now with the onside kick. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. One possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, walk out with a W.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
I think if you're offense here, the game boils down to this one play on 3rd down with the lead late. If you get the first down, that's ball game. There's not enough time left.
Oh, he's got some space. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out.
And he hadn't had a big day on the ground, but that was a carry they needed for this offense. They needed to extend this drive. Nice job on third down, executing, running the football. Now they got to go a little bit faster, get down this field, and get a score on the board.